When Prince George celebrated his 13th birthday, most attention naturally fell on the new portrait released by Kensington Palace and the heartwarming family video that accompanied it. At first glance, the footage seemed to offer nothing more than another rare glimpse into the Wales family's private life, showing George enjoying the outdoors, laughing with his siblings, and embracing the carefree moments of childhood. But as royal watchers looked more closely, one seemingly ordinary detail began to attract an extraordinary amount of attention. Sometimes, the biggest story isn't the one that's announced. It is the one quietly hiding in plain sight. When Prince George celebrated his 13th birthday, most people naturally focused on the official portrait released by Kensington Palace. Others enjoyed the candid video showing him climbing rocks, playing cricket on the beach, spending time with the family's dogs, and simply looking like any teenager enjoying a holiday. But among those relaxed family moments, one small detail quickly caught the attention of royal observers. On George's wrist was an aviation-inspired Garmin smartwatch. At first glance, it may seem like nothing more than a modern accessory. Yet for many royal followers, it immediately brought to mind someone very familiar, his father, Prince William. The birthday celebrations themselves marked an important milestone. Turning 13 officially begins a new chapter in Prince George's life. Alongside the traditional birthday portrait, William and Catherine also released a short video filmed during the family's Easter holiday, continuing a newer tradition of sharing brief, informal clips instead of only still photographs. The footage showed George away from official engagements, enjoying time outdoors with his family, and revealing a more relaxed side that the public rarely gets to see. It was within those few seconds of footage that viewers noticed George's watch. The device has been identified as a Garmin D2 Air Series smartwatch, a model designed with aviation features in mind. While many of its advanced flight functions are intended for licensed pilots, the choice of watch immediately sparked discussion because of its connection to aviation, a field that has played a significant role throughout Prince William's adult life. Prince William's passion for flying is well documented. Long before becoming the Prince of Wales, William served as a Royal Air Force search and rescue helicopter pilot, before later working with the East Anglian Air Ambulance. Aviation has never simply been a hobby for him. It became a major part of his professional life and public identity. Because of that history, seeing George wearing an aviation-focused watch naturally invited comparisons between father and son. The comparison becomes even more interesting when viewed alongside reports that George has already begun learning about flying. According to recent reporting, he started introductory flight training shortly after turning 11, suggesting an early interest in aviation that mirrors his father's enthusiasm. Of course, it's important not to read too much into a single accessory. A smartwatch alone does not reveal George's future ambitions, and neither William nor Catherine has publicly suggested that their son intends to pursue aviation in the way William once did. Instead, the watch is significant because it fits into a broader pattern. Over the past several years, William and Catherine have carefully shared small glimpses of George growing older, not through grand announcements, but through subtle moments that allow the public to observe his gradual transition from child to teenager. That careful approach was also reflected in George's official birthday portrait. Wearing a tailored navy suit, the young prince appeared noticeably more mature than in previous birthday photographs. Many royal commentators pointed out the striking resemblance to photographs of Prince William at a similar age, particularly as George prepares to follow another of his father's footsteps by beginning his education at Eton College later this year. For decades, Eton has educated generations of British leaders, including both Prince William and Prince Harry. George's upcoming move therefore represents more than a change of school. It marks the beginning of a stage in which expectations surrounding his future role as heir to the throne will naturally become more visible. Even so, William and Catherine continue trying to balance those expectations with as ordinary a childhood as circumstances allow. Rather than filling George's birthday video with royal symbolism, they chose scenes of family holidays, outdoor adventures, beach games, and playful moments with his younger siblings. The message was clear without ever being spoken aloud. Before he becomes a future king, he is still a teenager enjoying time with his family. Royal experts have often noted that this strategy reflects the couple's broader parenting philosophy. By releasing occasional high-quality portraits and carefully selected family videos, they satisfy public interest while avoiding constant media exposure. The result is a balance that allows George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis to experience a greater degree of privacy than previous generations of young royals enjoyed. That context helps explain why George's birthday video generated so much conversation, despite lasting only a few seconds. There were no speeches, no official announcements, no carefully scripted message. Instead, viewers were left discussing a wristwatch, a smile, a game of cricket, and a teenager climbing across coastal rocks. Those seemingly ordinary moments may actually reveal more than any formal statement could. They show a young prince growing steadily into adolescence while quietly sharing some of the same interests that helped shape his father. Whether it is an appreciation for the outdoors, an emerging curiosity about aviation, or simply a sense of confidence beginning to appear, the similarities are becoming easier for the public to notice. As Prince George steps into his teenage years and prepares for life at Eton, every carefully chosen image is likely to attract attention. Yet perhaps the most meaningful takeaway from this birthday celebration isn't the smartwatch itself. It's the picture of a family determined to let their eldest son grow up one stage at a time, even as the world watches his journey toward becoming a future king.